in your speech, the final speech, you did something that I've never seen done before. And I think based on what I've seen, that's one of the reasons why, beyond the gestures that people like a lot, the vulnerability that
Mm.
you put on stage when you were giving that speech, I think that's one of the things that people really enjoyed. That's one of the reasons I go back to watch that speech all over and over again. I can imagine that's why it has so many views. You were vulnerable a couple of times. One of the times you were vulnerable is about your marriage. And at the end of the speech, you make a joke about how single Toastmasters call me. Never seen anybody do that before. My question is, did anybody call you? Then my also, would you recommend this? How, if somebody wants to use this kind of technique, how, what would you advise them? And is it better than dating app experience? Trying to put yourself in that kind of position.
I believe a lot of Toastmasters are married and they're happily married. So I didn't get any dates from that. I didn't get any phone calls, no proposals. People made jokes. I remember being in Dubai and a guy got down on one knee and proposed. That was funny. That was hilarious. But no, I did not get any dates from that. And I would tell someone, don't copy what I'm doing. Try to do something else. People have already seen that. Don't use that strategy. But if you're going to do something a little risky, you have to stand behind it. As the young people say, you have to stand on business. And what does
Mhm,
that mean? If
mhm.
you're going to do it, you cannot have any hesitation. You cannot have any apprehension. You cannot have any regret. If you are going to make a bold statement as to portray to the world that you're this single woman looking for a date, you have to stand behind that. You can't shy away from it and you cannot get upset from the outcome. Because if I would have had an outpour of emails from single men, how do you can't take offense to that. You put yourself out there to 2,000 people and now over a million with the video going viral. Stand behind it, be confident, but don't try to copy off of someone else's technique because it worked. Be unique, be creative, do something that works for you. But if you are going to do something risky like that, stand behind it 100%, be confident and own it.
Good, good. Thank you for sharing that. And total echo, you said that's vulnerability, and that was amazing. See, I'm not just making these things hard. One of the things I also like that you did during that speech is that you made mention of your ex, and you said, "Oh, he's fine too." That's really, I think a lot of people also like that because